Bathurst, one of the most ridiculous race tracks in the world. Half traditional race circuit and half you fucking what, mate? And also home to one of the coolest races in the world, the Bathurst 1000. Now, I've always thought that the Australian supercars sit somewhere between full-out Nascar stock cars and GT3s. Now, GT3s actually race at Mount Panorama, but what if NASCAR raced at Mount Panorama? And luckily, through the wondrous degeneracy that is sim racing, we can run that little experiment today. We're heading over to iRacing, and we're going to race against the AI, which might sound a little bit sketch, but trust me, iRacing AI is actually pretty decent. With our wagon for the race being the next-gen Toyota Camry. Oh, by the way, these guys use the sequential shifter, which I don't know if you know or not, but it's available over at Abruzzi, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, Abruzzi is your one-stop shop for all your sim racing hardware needs, be it just the long shaft of the Moser sequential shifter or a full turnkey rig. Abruzzi have you covered. Link down below in the description. Right, okay, time for what is going to be probably quite a spicy 8 laps or so. We're starting P21 on the grid. It's a standing start, and the lights are already on, and I'm not ready. So let's try and focus on a good start here. No TC off the line. Oh, my wheel's the wrong way. Good start, but we're away, kind of. Nice, no wheel spin. That is ideal. We might get to third gear before we get down to hell corner, second gear, and then first using the engine braking. We'll be relying on that a lot in this race because we have no ABS to slow us down. And through in one piece, lovely. And now our first long drag up the mountain straight where we can let this V8 breathe a little bit. Just shy of 700 horsepower over the crest. Car goes light, 160 miles an hour before we break down towards Griffins for the first time. Car on the outside outdoes me a little bit. Gonna try and just keep the inside line. We do nice. Soften that throttle. Really easy to spin those rear wheels if we're not careful. And now up to the cutting. First time through. Going down the first gear and just sort of try and sweep it through the first time. Minimum throttle, just pushing us through the corner, nothing more. And now we go up the mountain for the first time. This is where this circuit gets a little bit insane. And where one mistake puts you out of the race pretty substantially. These walls are concrete and do not move. You will lose if you hit one. So very, very important to remain on the line through there. Through Skyline for the first time. And now we plummet back down the hill towards the dipper. Being held up a little bit by traffic right now, but it's that one. And you're seeing one of the difficult parts of this circuit already is that when you are a bit quicker, there's no way by over the top of the mountain. You've got to just wait and be patient until you get to here. Forest Elbow. Tuck her in and get on that power early. Lovely. Now down Conrod Straight. Named so because this is where you would usually throw a rod back in the day, but engine's a bit more reliable nowadays. Deep in the toe of the car in front. Coming to the chase. Really, really fast corner. Very difficult in this car actually. So we're actually going to let off about here. Roll through and now heavy on those brakes. Using the engine braking again. Going to try and slip up the inside of the 15 here. Just rolled off the brake a little bit. He's still there. Got to give him the room. He's still there. Pushing us onto that curb. We're sideways. But we are through. Lovely. Down to Murray's. Last corner. And that's one lap down nearly of 8 here at Bathurst. Already up to P16. Nice first lap that. But I want to try and get onto the back of this group ahead quickly because I think these guys I'm with right now are a bit slower than I am. Does up the inside again. Having to manually blip the throttle and lift when shifting gears. You can't. It's not a flat foot shift in this thing. The toe here definitely helping us get the move done. Now it's working against us. We're going to be on the outside for Griffins. The AI is going to stay here. He's going to come back across. Now he's middle of the road. Really trying to slow the car down. He's there. The AI is still there. Oh my god. How good is this AI? Ian, mate, relax. Got to have him at the cutting. Got to be a bit more rude with him, I think. Yep, nice. Okay, move made. Important we did that before the mountain again. You saw on the first lap, really easy to get stuck. But there you go, for a lap and a half there, I was just completely engrossed in the race. But let's talk about what we're driving. The next gen Camry. Oh, Jesus Christ, touched the wall there. Hopefully I didn't do any damage. AI in front hit the wall too. Oh, someone's died, I think. Yeah, slow car on the left there. Must have hit the wall a bit too hard. Yeah, you can see damage there for the AI. How cool is that? Getting out of the way, skipping the chicane. That is very, very cool. But anyway, the Camry. So we're just shy of about 700 horsepower in this thing, which is a lot in a car with no TC, no ABS, and it's very, very stiff enough so as soon as we get over the crest there, the car just locks up. Really careful on those brakes. The tyres as well are pretty much chocolate, so you have one or two good laps out of it, and after that it's just management trying to survive. And because we have no ABS either, we're doing the majority of our braking using engine braking, which is downshifted. So you'll see here, I'm going to brake a tiny bit into here. Look at my braking down the bottom left-hand side. Barely on that brake, just using the engine to slow us down, because much more brake pressure than that and you lock up, and once you do that, there's just no returning. Oh, great exit. The 12 is defending. We're on a tight line, so I'm going to have to try and brake a bit earlier. Just sort of pointing my car to the outside of the corner there, force the AI to hold his line, and we're through up to P13. Making progress, but what a circuit Bathurst is, man. Every time I race here, I think, you know, I used to not like this circuit because I was bad at it, and I'm still not great at it now, but the idea that you spend half of your time just wrestling with the circuit itself. I mean, of course, this V8 supercar that we're not in, sorry, this Nascar that we're in, so I'm just in the mindset of Bathurst. Makes things a bit more difficult because, as mentioned, no ABS, no TC, no assist whatsoever, and a solid rear axle, meaning that the car doesn't like turning unless it wheel spins or slides. Really adds to that challenge. This is not a car that on a road course is about precision, and this circuit is very much about being precise, because look, get it wrong and you end up just tapping that wall, and luckily we're in quite a tough car here, but oh, I'll say that, in the wall again. But in a GT3 car or a Formula car, that's suspension broken, and that's your race over. Gotta get my my shit together here. I'm falling back a little bit from this pack. Right, easy. Didn't look up, lovely, that's important. Every time you look up there, you just burn a bit of tyre, and we need that tyre for slowing down. 9,000 RPM on the shift, lovely. I love a V8. I used to be very much like a no, 4-cylinder turbo, that's the real shit. But ever since I had the honour of driving a GT40, oh god, down to the ring, I've been craving something V8 in my life. Closing these guys in front. I haven't quite got that ability to turn the car or rotate it during that braking phase. 212. Went faster earlier on. Done a 211 previously on a similar sort of tyre life, so the pace is there. Just playing that throttle and exit, trying not to spin those rear wheels. These guys are going to be 2 by 2 now, coming up to Griffin's corner. What do we do here? We'll see what they do. Brave on the outside for the 21. They're a bit wide though. Should have kept second really. Oh, that's why that shift there causing a little bit of wheel spin. Is there anywhere to pass here? Again, you get stuck here behind the car on the mountain. You're stuck until you get down to probably the end of Comrod. Unless you're much, much faster, which we are. Oh my god, running to the back of the car in front. Tapping the barrier there. Man, I'm not going to have a straight panel by the end of this race.
Don't take me out, coach! I can still race!
This is the sort of car you drive to get better at smooth driving, you know. Really teaches you how to do that. I just don't know why. I mean, how cool would it be if these things raced here, you know? I would watch that every day of the week. There was a time, I think back in the early 2000s, that they went to Suzuka for a race. What a place for a race for NASCAR, Suzuka. Right, a bit later on that brake now, a bit heavier. Now the tyres have come to us a little bit. The brakes are warm or whatever the hell. The car feels a bit nicer in that scenario now. Right, AI going defensive. That's good for us. Means we get a better exit out of the corner. If we roll it through nicely, we do. AI didn't need to do that, but I'm going to take that place. Stop, 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 stop. Rolling off that brake there just to make sure we don't lock through the corner. Lovely. Okay, so we're past. Next up is Steve Myers. If I ever take Steve Myers, I own iRacing. I'm losing a bit of time now. we're pulling away from the car behind, but Steve Myers, iRacing might be safe.
For now. Oh God, the car's bumping over there.
I've been under-driving this thing a little bit just to try and make sure we get to the end. Let's try and open her up a little bit. Watch out for those curbs, though. The car this stiff, they really do upset the car, especially if you only hit with one wheel. 11.1, that's a quick time for me. So it just shows that being behind that traffic really affected us. Do you know what I mean? Coming off that curb there, just tried to get away from us.
Would love top 10, but I think that the number 2 car, Mr. Tran's, a bit too far away from us. We've only got 3 laps to go. We'll see what we can do, though.
It's just such a fun car to hustle this. Just wish the tyre was a little bit more compliant, a bit more grip to it. They really do run out of grip fast, these tyres. They have a very quick initial peak and then they just fall off substantially as time goes on. But right now, here at Bathurst, it's more just the driving, which is our limiting factor rather than any tyre or setup. So it's one of those things I notice in iRacing. People always say, oh, what setup are you running? It's like, well, it doesn't matter what setup you're running if you can't get around the course in one piece, you know? Oh. Easy. Come on, Jimmy. It feels like... Oh, Jesus Christ. It feels like you've just got this massive, like, fucking rocket launcher in this car, and you just point it roughly in the right direction, and then hopefully you get through in one piece. Often, though, you don't. But I don't know if iRacing will ever come here with these cars, but they need to. There's no reason not to, honestly. It's the cool thing about sim racing, right, is that you get to do these kind of mad combos sometimes. And I understand that series want to do what series do, and official series want to race at official circuits, but also, come on. One of the freedoms of sim racing is that we're not so tightly bound by annoying sponsor stuff, and you can do stuff like this. When sim racing starts getting too like real racing, it ruins it. People don't know this, but real racing is a fucking cesspit most of the time.
Always got to watch what you say and what you do. Sim racing, do what you like. And it's fun.
And we're still losing time to Steve Myers. It's over for us, chat. Was that at least a better time? Slightly. The 210s are coming. Right, here we go, goat lap, it's coming up.
Right, come on, Camry. Show me what you got. One last, hopefully decent lap here at Mount Panorama in this stock car. The race wasn't the most interesting in the world, but just driving the thing around here.
It's entertainment enough in itself, I think. Just letting it slide out there to the barrier, into the cut-in now. Go a bit wider on the way in. Try and sweep in a bit more and understeer out as always. Soft on that throttle. Second gear early. Easy on that little crest there. Back on, full gas. Lift off a little bit. And then slowly introduce the throttle as we get closer to that wall. Third gear, really sliding about now to the exit. Look up that drain cover again. Just drive her to the curb. Turn in at the start of the curb. Try and meet the curb on the inside. Understeer like a legend. Oversteer and exit, and then brake easy down the hill now. This is where the car wants to overtake you and ruin your life.
Tuck it in. Second gear early, and then full gas.
Massage the brake, get them to the outside, brake early, very early. Even so, they're just bumping down the exit, a bit of a softer setup at the front. And now down Conrod straight, pulling those gears.
I would love to see a 210 there on our lap time. That's our goal. We're going to launch it through the chase, why not?
Turning so early and then brake hard, straight line. No, a bit wide. Gonna keep second gear though. Full gas. Heavy on the brakes the last corner. Don't miss it, Jimmy. Don't miss it, don't miss it, don't miss it, don't miss it. Oh, a bit early. 210. Oh, so the last lap. Oh, man. They need to race these cars here. Yeah, all right, Jim. Stuff like this is why sim racing is just awesome to me. You get to just live out these weird combos that don't really exist in real life. But I would love to hear your thoughts down below in the comments. Should NASCAR go to Bathurst? I think so. I think so. A massive thank you as always to my Patreons and channel members. You guys are amazing. Take care, have an awesome day. See you for the next one.